Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial session. In this session I'm trying to show how we connect database with Microsoft Visual Studio. So let me first create a new project. I'll set that directory D test Windows Phone application. Okay, it's been created. Now for our database to be connected, we first need the database. So let me first create a database. I'll create it in the directory D drive, just in the root directory. I'll create the database in the format 2002-2003 that will have the extension .mdf. That's just because I'm trying to work with the format MDF. You can as well use other formats like 2007 format that will create ACCDB, and as well the 2010 format, but that will have a little bit different connectivity paths. I'll name the database data, and now click on OK and create. The database has been created. Now I'll just open it in the design view, and the table name for the database, for the data table, record. I'll save it for now, minimize it. Okay, since we have created our database, now let's connect it. So to connect, first let's go to the data. That is our menu bar item. We can find it in the menu bar. Click on data, click on add new data source, select database, click next, click on new connection. Here select your database. That mine is data here, in the root directory of D drive. I've selected it, and now I'll just close it from now. So now if you want to test whether the database exists and the database has been connected, that's because sometimes you may not want to click on browse and select your database, rather you may want to type the directory right down here. So in that case you'll have to test your connection, whether the connection and the database file name is correctly entered. So the test connection succeeded. That means the database exists in the directory and has been successfully connected. Not actually connected, but however connected. So click OK. Now once we have chosen our database, click on the connection string, select the connection string, and then click on next, click yes. Select this if you want the connection string to be saved in your application configuration file. For now I'll use it and I'll select it. So, and now select the tables that you wish to have in your dataset. For now I will not want to have any of them, so I'll not select them. Click on finish. Yes. So yes, it's been created. That's been connected. So now to check whether we have successfully connected our database or not, we will have to check by inserting some values in the database. So let me make something to store some values there. A simple program. I'll just name it name. Okay, I'll just change its name, txt name, and its name btn. Okay, and just decrease the height and width. Okay, now open the code and then open the code, and not in the module for the click event of the button. Just above that and just below the public class, just below the public class, write this code: dim cn as new OLEDB dot OLEDB connection public shared con as OLEDB dot OLEDB connection. And now in the click event of the button, type this: cn equals to new OLEDB dot OLEDB connection bracket double inverse quotes, and then the connection string that we had copied while ago. And then since the connection will be in a closed state at first, so we will have to open it. So I'm just using the command to open it. So now once we have opened it, we will have to save the value of the text box into a database. So yet we haven't have any changes in the database, so we'll have to make some changes in the database for the data to be saved. See, we have a string. This text box will have a string, and here we have auto number, that is a number. So we will have to delete this field and then create a new one, maybe as name and data type text. I just saved it, and let me just open it in dataset view and minimize it. Now declare a new variable. I declare here now, for instance, str as string equals to insert insert into record, that is our table name, values name the text ampersand down quotes, and then yeah. See, what here has happened is we have declared a new variable, that is str, and str has used a command, that is insert. Insert is a language, data manipulation language, which helps us to manipulate the data just with the help of the command. So this basically, this insert command does what is, it will store the value of our of the variables that we specify here to our database. So the basic syntax is insert into table name values the variables that has the value to be saved, and if you have multiple variables to be saved, just separate them by comma, and then just start over with the new variable. So now dim cmd as new OLEDB dot OLEDB command, cmd equals to new OLEDB dot OLEDB command, str command cn. So here what basically happened is I just declared a new OLEDB dot OLEDB command, that is OLEDB command, which will help us have the command to be executed, or the string or the text to be stored in the database. As for now, that always doesn't have to be inserting only, that can be deleting or selecting or what else, updating as well. So I've just given what the CMD will work for and to whom will it have the changes. So CMD equals to new OLEDB command str comma cn. So what happens is the variables inside the brackets, small brackets, the first variable will CMD will use the value in this variable to make changes in this variable, in the latter variable. So what will happen is CMD will use the variable str with its values, and with that values it will make changes in cn. So now cmd dot execute non-query. Once we have our value insert successfully, saved successfully, we will have something to notify us so that it will be easier for us. So I'll just set a message box. sorry. So let us test now. See, the database is still empty. The database is still empty. So now name Prakash Banjara. Sorry. Click on OK. Save successfully. So now see, it has been saved. So our connection has successfully been made, and we have been able to store our data in our database. For another instance, Nepal is a text that I want to save. Click on OK. Save successfully, and it has been updated, saved down there. So thanks for watching this video. This was other videos of this tutorial to know more about how to update, how to delete, and how to select from the database. Thanks a lot for being with me. Have a nice day.